We're continuing Halacha series Bezat Hashem. We're in Siman Siman actually Dalan in Shulchan Aruch. Okay. Dinei Netilat Yadayim. Now, the question is, people are, should say, very free. The world is fine. What is a big deal washing hands? Come on, everybody knows how to wash hands. Right? Everybody knows how to. What did we say yesterday? We learned yesterday how to go to the bathroom. Yet we need 17 halachot from Shulchan Aruch to tell you how to go to the bathroom. So everybody knows how to wash hands. Yeah, lo and behold, you would think 2 halachot, go wash your hands. 23 halachot. And Siman Dalet, you have 23 halachot, how to wash your hands. And boy, those are just, even that is card shirts. Meaning when you have 23 halachot here, Bet Yosef, you should go see Bet Yosef, he writes over there of what is halachot. Rabbi Zafrani used to say there's thousands of halachot how to wash your hands properly. 1,000 at least. Not 23 only, at least 1,000. This is Shulchan Aruch. A summary, he summarizes it into 23. And if you do proper cheshbon, out of the 23, each one time is 100. So much depth in how to wash your hands properly. Let's see. Aleph, the first halakha. Irchatz yadav vayivarech al netilat yadayim. So very simple. You wash your hands, and then you make a bracha al netilat yadayim, like we do in the morning by people who follow Ben Ishchai a little bit. So you wash your hands right away. The first thing you wash, then you raise your hands, just like you do by what's his name, Birkat Hamazon before Birkat Hamazon for lechem, for the bread. You pick up your hands. Your hands are facing against your head. I'm going now Kabbalah about what's here, and then you make al netilat yadayim. And then you wipe, and we'll see right now. So he says, "Vayvarech al netilat yadayim." So yirchatz yadav. You see something missing here? Ashkenazim will interject that you're supposed to wipe your hands. We don't wipe our hands. So Shulchan Aruch Baran says, "Yirchatz yadav vayvarech al netilat yadayim." You wash your hands and you say al netilat yadayim without wiping your hands. It's actually we'll see. Maybe you'll mention it or not. According to Kabbalah, it's a horrible thing when you wipe your hands and you make a bracha. You're not supposed to be doing anything when you make a bracha. Okay? Haga, ושומרים גם אשר יצר, ואפילו לא עשה צרכיו, וכן נהגו. Now, this is a big mahloket. Ashkenazim don't have this problem that we have. Mostly. Maybe now they do already started, but mostly in their poskim they don't have this problem of sabal. Sabal means safek brachot le'akel. Okay? So the rabbi over here says something out of this world. The Haggah adds, and he says, after when you said al netilat yadayim, you should say immediately asher yatzar, even if you didn't go to the bathroom. Yeah, that's Ashkenazim. Okay, v'chen nagu, and the rabbi adds, and this is our minhag, the custom, meaning you don't have to go to the bathroom. As soon as you woke up, you went al netilat yadayim. Now maybe everybody's going to fight with him. Maybe some yeah, maybe some no. But by Ashkenazim, by Sephardim, as soon as we have this discussion, if Ramah brings, like yesterday, Rabbi Butan mentioned,
we're talking about that.
We're mentioning that if somebody eats a pig because the doctor ordered him, right? Pikuach nefesh. According to Sephardim, the Shulchan Aruch says you're supposed to make a bracha if you have anything that goes into your mouth that gives you pleasure. You must make a bracha, regardless if it's kosher or not, especially when you are allowed to eat it. Now, Ramah says no, because it's a pig, and Hashem did not ordain it for you to eat. Even though your doctor allows you to eat it, you don't make a bracha. So, as Faradim, as soon as we hear that, right away we call sabal, we scream sabal. Sabal, sabal, sabal means safek brachot safek brachot lehakel. No, so safek brachot lehakel, we don't make it. There's a bracha to doubt, to say it, we don't do. Okay? Now, so continues. So now, how do you wash your hands? The rabbi says. If there is water that will not allow you to use it to wash your hands for Suda, for instance, right? Okay, let's see. Then, however, this water are good to be used for davening. Let's say, can you wash your hands in the bathroom for Hamotz Lechem in Haaretz? Not allowed to.
No.
It's purity. It's impurity. Says the rabbi, however, if you want to use that water in the morning, that's what we do. Where we wash our hands? In the bathroom. So that would be kosher enough to remove the impurity of the night. Okay? ומיהו, יש מי שאומר, דלא מברך עלייהו. However, same thing, some say when you come out of the bathroom, you don't make a bracha in those waters. Because you wash it in the bathroom. Right? Appropriately think that most of the Hasidim do, that they have a negelwasser next to their bed. They have a container with water in it. They put the cup down. They put a container on top of it, right? And then they wash right away in the bed, right as wake up. So even there, let's say for sure you don't make a bracha because your mouth is dirty.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to make on the your mouth is dirty. You don't have to make any brachos when your mouth is dirty.
So I have a problem with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because when you go to, say it's 2 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock in the morning, wake up to go to the bathroom. Come out of the bathroom, you're supposed to say a share sock.
Yes.
Your mouth is dirty.
You're not supposed to say Asher Yetzah. Oh, you mean in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night, there's a cooler. We're not going to force you to, what's his name? To
Go through the whole.
through the whole washing and everything. Wash your hands, go to Asher Yetzah and go to bed. You're right. That's a question.
Mm-hmm.
How are we allowed to do that? Again, so then I guess the Chazal did not force us, and they know that you can't push people to do things that they will not do.
So are you supposed
Nobody will wash their face. So then what will people do?
They're gonna go.
What will people do?
Say-
They won't say no bracha.
Right.
So then the Chazal are smart. They're not stupid. They know us.
Yeah.
You tell us you can't make a bracha at all in the middle of the night until you wash your face. Who's going to wash his face?
Nobody.
Nobody. So you tell them. It's a beautiful question. Here's the answer, I believe. Okay. Mitzvah bet. Halacha bet. ידקדק להראות עליהן מים 3 פעמים. A person should be very careful how you wash it. You spill on your hand 3 times water. להעביר רוח רעה ששורה. To remove the evil spirits that are on them, עליהם. הלכה ג' לא ייגע בידו קודם נטילה לפה ולא לחותם ולא לאוזניים ולא לעיניים. So as the Rabbi says, you're not allowed to, before you wash hands, meaning that's why people, the best thing by the bed, right? And there's no problem with children, or you have a nightstand and put it on a nightstand, whatever it is, and then you wash your hands as you get up in the morning. That's the best option. I used to be a little bit that holy. I don't know why it stopped. It stopped because of the children. Because in my house, Baruch Hashem, so the people don't follow rules. The bedroom door is not locked. The kids just come in. So we were afraid they're going to spill everything. So again, we walk little by little to the bathroom, we wash our hands. Okay, but maybe now it's kedai to bring it. Now that the kids are older, it's worth to reestablish that custom, which is a beautiful custom. You have a netera standing by your bed on a nightstand. Make sure it's covered, right? We'll see. And then right away, when you wake up, you wash your hands, and then you go to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, not to. So what's the problem with that? The problem is when we go, let's say in our times, we have to be very restrained. You have to restrain yourself. What is the problem? Lo yiga biyado kodem netila. You're not allowed to touch with anything with your hands before you wash your hands. Lape. You're not allowed to touch the mouth. Cannot do this. Cannot do this in the morning. If you don't wash your hands, then or clean your nose. What people do in the morning, they clean the nose to make sure they could breathe. Whatever it is. Yes, I promote cleaning your noses with your hands. Okay. Some people. Well, how else you clean it? Next.
Tissue.
Huh?
With the tissue.
With the tissue. I don't know. It's going to help. How it's going to. People have whatever. They have stoppage. They clean themselves in the morning. How does you do? You're going to use a tissue in a sink? I don't know. Okay. Below laoznaim, you're not allowed to touch your ears. Below la'inaim, you're not allowed to touch your eyes. You don't wash your hands. All these 4 parts are very sensitive, and it will be damaging if a person touches them with impure hands. Dalet. אפילו מי שנטל ידיו ולא ימשמש בפיו הטבעת תמיד, מפני שמביאתו לידי תחתונים, לא ייגע במקום ההזקה כזה, שמשמשו היד מזיק לחבוריו. So the Rabbi says, אפילו מי שנטל ידיו לא ימשמש בפיו הטבעת תמיד. So now, what happens is in the morning, person is in doubt. Does he want to go to use the bathroom number 2, yes or no? So we said one time already, if you remember, that they used to rub that area a little bit with a stone, right, in the bathroom, or with a toothpick, not toothpick, Q-tip, right? So, so a person should refrain himself from doing that constantly. Should still refrain himself to do that constantly, right? And the Rambam teaches you how not to have constipation. One of the things is to make sure in your diet you put beets. Be sure you have beets in your diet. Red beets. One of the things that the Gemara talks about the whole thing. You should always matzah. Forget about it, Pesach.
Beets, B-E-T-S,
B-E-T-S. Now, the beet, yeah. So on Pesach, by the rule that I have in my house, there is nobody eats matzah until we have beets on the table. That's the rule. Not allowed to. You put matzah in your stomach, you're gonna have a constipation.
Yeah.
Especially, but then I heard over here in Hollywood they're not using the regular matzah, the New York matzah. Over here they use the soft matzah. Aaron, yeah? Aaron, you use the soft matzah here?
Not this year.
So there is a soft matzah bakery.
Last year, I eat soft matzah, yes.
Yes,
Here they bring it from New York.
No, they have it here.
In Boca Raton they do.
There's a whole bake factory here.
But they don't do the last year, I think,
But he tells me he sells it for $30 a pound. $30 a pound soft matzah.
They used to.
Go
Yeah.
there. You make it
Is that good? Is that one better?
I don't know. It's not. Maybe it is a custom. Maybe not. I'm still checking right now. Till now, I thought.
With piece of that, the little piece, that's it.
To fulfill the
To
mitzvah.
mouth, and that's it. You fulfill it. Instead of I've been 20 minutes
Right.
trying to eat it.
So we'll see. I'm doing right now homework to see if we could. If it's not against Fardim and Bukhari Minhag, then maybe we will reinstitute it or we'll push it. Because actually in Queens I was fighting against it because my understanding is not a minhag. But the person who owns the factory, he explained to me, no, it's not according to, you're not following the halacha properly. According to Beit Hillel, you're supposed to eat maror and korech and matzah together, and you're supposed to roll it. It says karhan. You're supposed to roll the matzah together. So how can you roll this Ashkenazic matzahs, the crusty? You can roll something crusty. So he explained, this rabbi, that it's mashma, the owner of the factory here in Hollywood, that actually the soft matzah was the prevalent custom of the Jews always until the Ashkenazic world took over the Torah. So that's what it sounds like. We'll see. Ezrat Hashem, we'll do more homework. If you're a Bukharian and you know and you have sources where there is such a thing, please reach out to me. Thank you. Okay, next. So he said that the person should not be mimashmesh over there. But the best thing is obviously put in your diet. If you have the problem with constipation, put beets in your diet. Hey, halacha hey, lo iga begigit shechar shemishmush hayad mafsid hashechar. I don't know what that is. אין צריך רבייה לנטילת ידיים לתפילה. Oh. Okay, so now the rabbi says somehow you don't need more than 86 grams of water or even 86 grams of water for this washing. So yes, in the olden days they actually could use cups smaller than this. This is 7 ounces. I think this is 7 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, 7 ounce cup. So basically 4 ounces, this is much. They knew how to wash their hands with this much water. Six times.
Wow.
Yeah, and you could reuse it, the whole thing over there. There's a lot of rules how to do it. So you don't need a lot of water. Baruch Hashem. We have a lot of water because it says over there, Why are we using so much water? One of the acronym of the word Mem Yud Mem, Malei Yadenu Mi Birchotecha. Fill our hands with your blessings. So that's one of the reasons we use a lot of water. Okay, now if there is not much water, then you follow the stringent law, which requires this much water. Like 4 ounces of water is enough to wash the Netilat Yadayim. Okay. However they did it. They're much smarter than us. We're not so smart. Zayin, halacha zayin. Tov lehakpid v'netilat yadayim shacharit b'chol ha'advarim ha'me'akvin v'netilat yadayim l'seuda. Okay? Whatever we said, what can you wash your? Let's say you're in the ocean, by the ocean, seawater. Can you use the sea with salt water to wash your hands for the netilat yadayim for the bread? No. Right? So it has to be drinkable by a dog, the water. There's a lot of rules. So the rabbi says, whatever rules are concerning the water that you could use for eating bread, before you eat bread, then that's the same thing you should be concerning yourself with in what's his name? In the morning, when you're waking up in the morning, you should try to do that as much as possible. If not, we said already once, even though you in the bathroom, you're not allowed to wash your hands for bread, you could still wash your hands for netilat in the morning from the bathroom. Water. אגב, מיהו? אינו מעכב, לא כלי ולא כוח גברא, ושאר הדברים הפוסלים בנטילת הסעודה. So like this. The rules are if you have a broken utensil, you cannot use a broken utensil to wash your hands for netilat hamotzi. Before hamotzi, you'd say you have a broken vessel, you have a crack, and you want to use it for netilat yadayim, you're not allowed to. However, the rabbi says, the Haggah says, for the morning you're allowed to use that vessel. You hear the difference? Okay.
So I have a question.
Yeah?
What if you don't have a vessel, you just have a faucet, and you need to wash your hands for bread?
Good. Not allowed. No, that's exactly what he said. You want to use it directly from the faucet for the bathroom, for the what's his name, you're allowed to. For netilat yadayim, it has to be clean.
So what do you do?
You just how you found bread to eat, you figure out, find a cup, somebody's coffee mug, wash it off, and use it. You have to be creative. All right? Okay. Halacha chet. Natilat yadayim shacharit en notlin al gabe karka. So in the morning you have to be very careful not to wash right onto the earth. You know, in the olden days they had floors out of earth, and then, or you want to walk up. Let's say you were sleeping in a tent. You went to a jungle. Some people do that. You know, it's like people travel to jungle today. It's like no, it's not a joke. The guy paid. Somebody told me $20,000 for 2 weeks.
To go on the Amazon?
Person, they go to Africa for $20,000. It's a kosher, and they go to hotels, like a whole high style, like a high class.
Oh, I thought they were going to be.
So one of the college guys, he tells me he's the mashgiach in there. He's the chief rabbi and mashgiach of the trip. Basically, the guy charges $20,000 a head, no matter the age. 3-year-old, 4-year-old, doesn't matter. Takes 20 grand. He takes them, flies them to Africa, and they spend there for 2 weeks or 10 days, whatever it is. Spend $2,000 a night per person. And what they do, not always in a hotel, most of the time in the hotels, they go and they put out tents. They bring kitchen to there, and everything's kosher, the whole thing. Talking about Jewish people. People have nothing to do with their money, literally. And I'm begging people to support our project. I still don't have money enough to pay for my Torah pamphlets. That's what it is. Baruch Hashem. So I had a nisayon. It's just, it doesn't bother me. Go and enjoy yourself. But it's like so funny. Like the guy will spend $20,000 per person. The guy has a family. Imagine that. He says the last time he said there was 30 guys, one family. What was the expense, you think? 30 people. That's $600,000 the family, the owner of the family spent to take his family on this trip. Amazing, yeah? Baruch Hashem. That's more than that funny, I don't know. So when they go over there in Africa, whatever it is, they're going to be washing hands. So Rabbi says, be very careful. When you wash your hands in the morning, the water should not be spilling directly onto the earth. Rather, you should be spilling into the vessel. Obviously, once that settled, then you could spill from the vessel onto the earth. Where else are you going to spill it? Let's say in Africa. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with it? Obviously, that's okay. The problem is, as it's washing off from your hands, it should not be dripping onto the earth. Okay. And also, very common on Sukkot. One of the things, what's his name? Mayim achronim. Mayim achronim should be very careful. Many people do under the table. Yeah. Be careful on Sukkot if you have dirt under. Yeah. Earth dirt, you're not allowed to. Yeah. Same concept. Same little. Okay. Okay. Halacha tet, 9th halacha. מים של נטילת ידיים שחרית אסור ליהנות מהם ולא ישפכם בבית ולא במקום שעוברים שם בני אדם. So the Rabbi says, the morning of the washing of the hands in the morning, you're not allowed to have any pleasure from it. However, even more carefully, since your house, they had dirt in those days, you're not allowed to spill it in any part of your home, and not where people walk. To be very careful not to spill it on the road where people walk. Where you spill it, where grass is. People usually don't walk on grass, right? People honor. By the way, it's kedai to mention, it's an asur gamur to walk on people's property and ruin their grass. Some people do that. Some kids do that. You have to be careful with your kids. It's your responsibility. You're walking with the kids to shul, and the kids running around people's properties. People spend money on their grass. What do you mean you're walking around, stepping on all the grass, all their thing? Oh, it's only grass. What do you mean? That costs money. How much? $85 HOA. Right? They cut your grass. In some places, $700. Over here in what is it called? The more expensive one, right by the Sterling. The preserve. I checked $750 a month for HOA. Man, people spend money, and here you are walking with your kids, and your kids previously running around on people's grass. But anyway, when you want to spill this water, you want to spill it on the grass. Yud. Noten kli shel mayim biyad yamino v'notno liyad shmolo. So now he's going to give us details how to apply the water on your hand. And this is what he says. Halacha 10 he says, you raise the kli once you filled it up. You raise we have Baruch Hashem, we have these cups that have two handles today. So it's beautiful. It's very easy to fulfill the halacha. So you raise the dish, the pot, the cup with the right side. Right? So Shamayim biyad yamino. You raise it with the right hand. V'notno liyad shmolo, and then you give it to your left hand. Okay, 1 second. כדי שיריג מים על ימינו תחילה, so that his left hand will be washing his right hand first, right? Because we have the Malchus, the kingdom, is on the right side, so we are to act. Everything we do in this world is obviously connecting between this world and the high worlds and the realm worlds. So here we're saying that the right hand is giving to the left hand, and the left hand is washing the right hand.
So that's something out of the Beni Shai.
Yeah.
It says when you pick up the love with your right,
Yeah.
don't pass it from right to left. Put the down.
No, you didn't read right.
Pick it up.
You didn't read it right. You didn't read it right.
So how am I reading?
Go ahead. We'll see. He'll say that way also. Yudalav, the 11th halacha. Lo itol mimi shelo yadav shacharit. Okay. מי שלא נטל ידיו שחרית. So a person who didn't wash his hands yet, he's not allowed to wash your hands. Okay, I understand. So since I thought he's going to say it. Good, so let's go back to Halacha Yud for a second. So what you were talking about is different. What happened is I take with the right hand and I give to the left hand. The left hand washes the right hand. The left hand should not pass to the right hand, as if to say, right hand, go wash my left hand. So the left hand, you put it down, and the right hand takes it and then washes the left hand.
How about when you pick up when you fill in the cup up with water?
Yeah.
You fill in it with your right.
Right,
Okay.
and you tell your right hand, give it to the shamash, who is the left hand, supposed to serve your right hand.
Right.
So the left hand washes your right hand, but the left hand cannot tell the right hand, wash me.
That's what
Beni Shai
exactly
says.
what I'm saying.
No,
Beni
you're
Shai is
saying, yeah.
put it down. Put
Not
it
from the
down.
right hand to the left hand.
No, Rabbi.
From the left hand, you put it down to the right hand. The right hand should not take from the left hand because it's like an order. The right hand is telling shamash, here, wash me. So the left hand washes the right hand. But then the left hand cannot tell the right hand, you, my shamash, wash me. You're supposed to put it down according to Beni Shai. Then you take it with the right hand and then you wash the left hand. And again, the right hand gives to the left hand, shamash, wash me. The left one hand washes you, right hand.
So you're constantly putting it down, picking it
From
up.
left, no, from the left. Only from the left you put it down. The right shouldn't take as a shamash. The right hand is giving to the left hand, serve me. But the left hand cannot say to the right hand, serve me. Tomorrow in Siman Dalet, Halacha Yud Bet.